basic question. I think many people have already asked you, but I think it's a very deep question, very emotional question, which connects all of us to one thing, and that is Olympics, of course. I would like to ask, start from Shiva. Very small question and a small answer, very specific. What does the 5 rings mean to you?
I think unity in diversity is what the 5 rings means.
Unity in diversity. Sanjeev.
Honor, fight for the country.
Okay, this gives me a link to our a small discussion maybe after this, because I remember something. Okay, honor, fight for the country. Rahul?
Standing for the country and fighting for the country for me.
Yeah, so that's it's similar with Sanjeev, standing for the country, fighting for the Gagan.
I think it gives you the ability to achieve your dreams.
That's a platform. That's the motivation to achieve your dreams. That is the 5 rings which gives you this meaning. Avneet.
I think it's kind of sacred, because like we talk, it's a tapasya which leads us there, So it has a very sacred meaning, very dignified meaning. So I think that's what it stands. Something you have walked towards. Yeah. Yeah, Joydeep. Joydeep has missed many of the questions actually.
Olympics for me is passion. The 5 rings, of course. It's, I would say, passion.
Yeah.
A very diplomatic answer. It can mean a lot. It can mean nothing. But I think that's the quickest way to get out of it. Because I'm equipped with the questioning thing today, not answering thing. I'm not in that mode today.
Oh. That's even better than we got you off guard. So now we'll get all the true answers. So you can't frame them.
No, Gagan, I owe you a treat. Don't worry about that.
Okay. Depends on what ring. Be specific.
So the next thing, which Sanjeev reminded. Now tell me, this is a little controversial though. So it's not that controversial, of course. What I'm trying to say is that a lot of talks about patriotism, pseudo-patriotism is nowadays circulating. I think the athletes, to some extent or maybe to full extent, are one of the most patriotic guys around for a country, for any country, their countries. But tell me, what are the emotions involved about your kind of patriotism and the kind of patriotism, idea of patriotism which you have on the field of play?
Yeah, patriotism, right? Deshbhakti.
Deshbhakti.
I believe देशभक्ति उस टाइम थी जब मैं नेवी में था, ठीक है, and that time I was internally motivated to take the flag tricolor high in each and every competition. I used to work hard like mad person all the time in the shooting range, even in the Navy also. The people used to say, भाई बंद करने का टाइम हो गया, अभी तो बाहर आ जा, हमारे बच्चे वेट कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, और मैं ही होता था जो दोपहर हो, 42 डिग्री हो या फिर कोई भी टेम्परेचर हो, कैसा भी हो, ठीक है, अच्छा हो रहा है नहीं हो रहा, बट आई यूज्ड टू बी देयर बिकॉज आई वांटेड टू गेट द फीलिंग जब वो फ्लैग ऊपर जा रहा है और मुझे उसके सामने वहां पे सल्यूट करते हुए खड़ा होना है. आई वांटेड टू टेक दैट फीलिंग, फील दैट अगेन एंड अगेन. तो वो था एक्चुअली पेट्रियटिज्म. पर नेवी छोड़ने के बाद मुझे लगता है कि आई हैव बिकम अ लिटिल नॉट सो एक्टिव एज आई यूज्ड टू बी, maybe because of age or some other reason, but I have become more kind of technical person. Now I do the things in a more precise way and in a more technical way, taking the things to the deep root and correcting it there.
So you mean to say that the emotion has decreased while you
Emotions
have grown up?
Yeah, emotions have decreased, but technicality has come to correct everything.
Right. So as I mentioned in the last part of my question, like imagine you are on the field of play, you are shooting, and of course you mean to say that there is no idea, no thoughts of patriotism coming to you at that moment.
See, when we are shooting, there is no thought process. We are just into our cycle of one shot procedure. We are not thinking कि अभी ऐसा हो जाएगा तो मुझे मेडल मिलेगा तो फ्लैग हाई जाएगा, ये होगा वो. That's a secondary thing. I especially never get involved into that. My motive or my borderline is only for the preparation of that shot and executing that shot in a perfect way. That's all.
Okay, I'll come to Avneet.
Yeah. See, I think we work for that feeling. We work hard. Like Sanjeev said, that we want to see that flag going high up. We work towards that feeling. We imagine ourselves standing on the podium, and that's a motivation which we feel while we are, working towards a goal. But I think while we are shooting, I don't think ever such thought has come that okay, I'm shooting for India or what, because I am just shooting that. At that point, I'm shooting for myself. I'm shooting that shot. I'm focusing on that shot. I'm focusing on those 60 shots or 40 shots that I'm shooting. So that time, I don't think patriotism gets heavy on you. But yes, when you separate it from the technical aspect of the game, then we do feel patriotic that okay, I'm representing the India team, because first time you get that India tracksuit, it's special feeling, definitely. So patriotism is there somewhere always, but it's separate from what the technical aspect is.
Right. Shiva?
Yeah, well, I agree that when you're competing, you're concentrated on what you are meant to be doing, and so you're not really doing it for ulterior motives. But I have one experience that when I was in the track, we are lying down and going through this high-speed tunnel, semicircular tunnel, and I was already going probably at about 130 kilometers an hour or something like that. And suddenly above me, I saw somebody waving the Indian flag, and just that connection, that sight.
That's a glimpse, like, milliseconds maybe.
It just milliseconds, but it filled me up with an energy. And I felt, even it might have been real, might have not been real, but that energy made me feel that I'm going faster now. It is just an instant emotional subconscious connect, which you're not actively pursuing that, and
right.
For me to see all athletes in India that are putting up with so many hardships, so many obstacles. I mean, they are doing it for the country. We are all making sacrifices for the country. And of course, the things are separate. When you're in the field of play, you're professional in a way to shut out all other extra emotions and things like that. And because this is all our country, the country doesn't belong to somebody; it belongs to all of us. And we fight for it, we sweat for it, we bleed for it, and we are proud when we see the flag flying high. I think so. That is
even here, because like when I see these youngsters doing so well, and when we see their videos, you also share so many videos. So I think we feel equally good. I feel so proud, and I feel that I am myself standing there. So I think that we can relate to patriotism, because when we see the national anthem being played, and we might not be the reason for it. Even someone else is the reason, but I think when you really feel happy, that I can call patriotism.
Right. I will relate one example with this. And as you know, we have played so many international matches, and many times the focus is not so good. So I remember the coach came to me and asked me, especially told me to motivate me to bring back the focus into the match. He shoot for your country, shoot for your pride.
I remember, I can tell the coach. I have heard the same words. But you know, you can't, I think these words, if I go back at that time and if same words were said to me also, that it's really difficult to connect. Okay, shoot for the pride. What pride? Shoot for. I'm not able to shoot a good shot. How do I shoot for it? So,
Yeah, Sanjeev.
yeah.
So you were not able to concentrate with that kind of motivation or that kind of thought process
Yeah,
in your mind.
it actually diverts the motivation to something
It
else.
distracts, in
It
fact.
doesn't.
It actually puts extra pressure. Oh God, such a big country expecting
No,
so much from me.
Yeah, because your sport is such a meditative sport. You need to
Right,
be.
right. I was
Yeah.
about to say that. It might be a little different for the shooters and high adrenaline sports attitude. It will be different because at times when the adrenaline the pump is needed, you need that extra thrust. Whereas in shooting, it's just the opposite. The more the
I think you might train your gun somewhere else and shoot somebody else. Then.
yeah.
You get adrenaline.
Yeah, probably. I think everybody tried. What I did is that I tried to imagine somebody whom I hate and try to dedicate a target for him that I will shoot all the shots inside a very small area inside the 10th ring, of course, and that will that way I'm killing my enemy kind of a thing. And I shot really, really bad. So it's not really working that way actually. So you
At
cannot
one
have
point, at one point, it just becomes the thoughts which controls the shot.
absolutely
Nothing more than that. If you have a thought, which is not in the right direction, or it's actually taking the procedure of a shot away from you, then you are finished.
right.
I will totally agree with the Shiva, because what he told that we never, as being an athlete, we never thought of a life after our sports. So the same condition is with me as being in the sports. I never thought what will happen, what will I do. All these things are like scary things which comes to my mind sometimes. And it still scares me because I have not joined any job. I have been like never thought of starting any academy or club or to have some.
Financial insecurity is also there, definitely a big thing.
No, I wish you can. I hope you can continue on your current road and trajectory for long time to come. And I wish that you can continue this. And we are all hoping to. We are all behind you for this.
We can learn
And
from
when,
Shiva also.
but when that time comes,
Olympics.
8-10 years down the line, you must start before, so that you get ahead of the curve. And you're not caught unprepared. And I'm speaking out of experience.
Yes, I will definitely. Yeah.
Superb. So we'll all be in touch and we'll be having a similar kind of a session very soon. Maybe a few more will be added. We missed Manika Batra today. She was not well. So we'll be joined by Manika very soon. We'll be joined by Avneet very soon. Unfortunately, today we had a very busy day and the notice was very short. In fact, I was watching the Instagram live with Shiva and Avneet. And Avneet, as always, he speaks well and he has got very nice ideas about sports. So we'll definitely bring in Avneet very soon and we'll continue this.
Yeah, you guys have so many champions in shooting, so
We'll have
it's
many
great to see.
other athletes also from different
Many others coming up that you're also helping to groom. So that's great. That's what happens in the community. We hold each other up, and that's the beauty of that's the idea also behind the Olympians Association, that we should support each other. And rather than I always heard about this India mein crab mentality hai, dusron ko niche kheechte hain. So we have to be the opposite and push each other up to reach new heights.
Actually, this whole idea of the academy and the coaching thing actually came. This is a bahana actually. I couldn't have lived without sports.
To
avoid the nightmare, I had to come here only. That was destined. And I'm happy to have this bahana for the rest of my life.
Wonderful. Okay.
Okay, everybody, good night.
Take
Thank you
take
so
care,
much.
everyone. It was great
Wonderful.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. It was
And
nice
feel
to
free to share my contacts. If anybody wants to be in touch for anything,
Absolutely.
I'll be
Absolutely.
happy
We'll
to.
be in touch and definitely be a part of the Athlete 365 as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Bye.
Bye,
Okay.
Chief.
Take
Bye,
care.
Shiva.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.